Donald Trump Republican, Joe Biden Democratic. The 2020 United States presidential election was the 59th quadrennial presidential election, held on Tuesday, November 3, 2020. The Democratic Party ticket of former Vice President Joe Biden and the junior U.S. Senator from California Kamala Harris defeated the incumbent Republican President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence. Trump became the first U.S. president since George H.W. Bush in 1992 and the 11th incumbent president in the country's history to lose a bid for a second term. Biden's 51.3% of the popular vote was also the largest percentage of the popular vote won by any challenger to an incumbent president since 1932. The election saw the highest voter turnout by percentage since 1900, with each of the two main tickets receiving more than 74 million votes, surpassing Barack Obama's record of 69.5 million votes from 2008. Biden received more than 81 million votes, the most votes ever cast for a candidate in a U.S. presidential election. Federal agencies overseeing election security said it was the most secure in American history. Biden secured the Democratic nomination over his closest rival, Senator Bernie Sanders, in a competitive primary that featured the largest field of candidates for any political party in the modern era of American politics. Biden's running mate, Senator Kamala Harris from California, became the first African American, first Asian American, and third female vice presidential nominee on a major party ticket. Jo Jorgensen secured the Libertarian nomination with Spike Cohen as her running mate, and Howie Hawkins secured the Green nomination with Angela Nicole Walker as his running mate. Central issues of the election included the public health and economic impacts of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, civil unrest in reaction to the killing of George Floyd and others, the U.S. Supreme Court following the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett, and the future of the Affordable Care Act. The election saw a record number of ballots cast early and by mail due to the ongoing pandemic. Many more Democrats voted by mail compared to Republicans. As a result of a large number of mail-in ballots, some swing states saw delays in vote counting and reporting. This led to major news outlets delaying their projection of Biden and Harris as the president-elect and vice president-elect until the morning of November 7, 3.5 days after the election. Major media networks project a state for a candidate once there is high mathematical confidence that the outstanding vote would be unlikely to prevent the projected winner from ultimately winning that state. Before, during, and after Election Day, Trump and numerous Republicans attempted to subvert the election and overturn the results, alleging widespread voter fraud and trying to influence the vote counting process in swing states. Attorney General William Barr and officials in each of the 50 states found no evidence of widespread fraud or irregularities in the election. The Trump campaign and its allies, including Republican members of Congress, continued to engage in numerous attempts to overturn the results of the election by filing 63 lawsuits in several states, with all but one minor case being withdrawn or dismissed by various courts, spreading conspiracy theories alleging fraud, pressuring Republican state electors and legislators, objecting to the Electoral College certification in Congress, inciting insurrection at the United States Capitol, and refusing to cooperate with the presidential transition of Joe Biden in what was widely described as an attempted coup. Trump stated that he would never concede the election. On January 7, 2021, one day after the violent storming of the Capitol by Trump supporters and 2 months after Biden's victory was declared, Trump acknowledged the incoming administration without mentioning Biden's name in a video posted to Twitter. The election results in each state and the District of Columbia were certified by December 9. The presidential electors formally cast their votes for president and vice president on December 14, and their votes were officially counted by Congress on January 6 to 7, 2021. Before and after pro-Trump insurrectionists stormed the Capitol, Biden and Harris were inaugurated on January 20, 2021. Article 2 of the United States Constitution states that for a person to serve as president, the individual must be a natural-born citizen of the United States, be at least 35 years old, and have been a United States resident for at least 14 years. Candidates for the presidency typically seek the nomination of one of the various political parties of the United States. Each party develops a method to choose the candidate the party deems best suited to run for the position. The primary elections are usually indirect elections where voters cast ballots for a slate of party delegates pledged to a particular candidate.